In this video, we're going to talk about user security, how to create a user, how to assign them a role inside the system that will give them only the access they need in the Travel Tracker routing software. So we go to the profile, and I'm going to talk about roles first. So you go in and you define the roles that you want to have in your system. Some of these are set up by the system themselves, but you can create your own roles. So just for example, an administrator would have access to everything. Now, we may want, in our case, Blue Moon admin person to only see Blue Moon's information. So if I click on Blue Moon admin, then I would just come here and say, okay, they can only see information for Blue Moon Elementary, the students that routes, that sort of thing. And then let's say I had another one for another school, in this case, Sunshine Elementary. So you can see how they could only see Sunshine Elementary's information. So now let me go and look at the school admin. Now, for Sunshine Elementary and Blue Moon, you notice I had that specific school checked. You may have a school admin that you wanted to see all the schools. So you would just not check any school, and they would have access to all of them. And then we're going to narrow down further what they do have access to once they log on. Now, just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and show you a route admin, and they also have access to every school. So now these are the roles that you have set up. So I'm going to come back over to my profile, and then I'm going to go to security. And when you go to security, you see these roles listed here. You can go in on the ones that you've created yourself and modify very specifically what you want this role to have. So if you're an administrator, then you have access to everything. So everything's going to be checked, okay? And that's set by the system. If you wanted to set up the permissions for Blue Moon admin, then you can come in and you can see here, there's a lot of things they don't need access to, so we're not going to give that to them. They just need to view the student information. They just need to view the school information, the stops, the vehicles, and even the routes. They don't need to add, edit, or delete, that kind of thing. So we've set them up as a view only. The same way for Sunshine Elementary. They have view only access to the tabs that you're familiar with, okay? Now, the school admin is set up exactly the same way, but we said earlier that they can see all the schools. Okay, so they have the same type access as Sunshine Elementary admin and Blue Moon admin, except they can see all the schools. And you can figure out how you want to set yours up. Now, if I go into the route admin, this route admin has access to all the schools, but look how their security is different than the school admin. Like the school admin, you saw all these things are not checked. They can view only. The route admin, you can go in and say, okay, they can add, they can edit. If you wanted to change it and say they can delete, they can edit school boundaries. You can make this anything you want to on any tab that you want. And this gives the flexibility you need to be able to give the people who need to do their job access to what they need to do, and then those that just need to see it without the fear of making a change, or you have the fear of them making a change, but you can go in and set that up using the roles, and then within the role you set up the security for each tab. So now what you do to create a user, go back up to the profile, select users, and then you would just simply say, okay, I want to add a user. So you just enter their display name, you put their first and last name, then their first name, their last name, their email address, and then here is where you define which role they have. So if it's a new admin person at Sunshine Elementary, you would simply click this, and this would give them the access that the student elementary admin role has been given, which we saw in the security section, they have view only. If you hired someone to come in and help you, then you could give them possibly the administrator role, and then they would have access to everything. It's a very clean and precise way to give access to the folks in your district for what they need to do their job.